Hello Chatbox out there, today in this video I'm going to be telling you guys out there about what I got to on my last 2 days of this week. So that is Thursday and Friday. Yesterday I got up, had a nice lie-in, had some toast and a cup of tea and listened to some music. I was then sorting out my office and my Dolls and Dollhouse, and I've been watching some episodes of Wayne on Netflix and Doctor Who and Torchwood and Escape the Country on BBC iPlayer, and watched Lemonade Mouth on Disney Plus. Such an underrated film. My younger brother had work, older brother was on his Xbox, younger sister is up at her uni flat, and older sister is at hers. My dad had been up and was sorting stuff on the garden, and he'd gone off for a nap. Me and my mum were watching some episodes of Golden Girls, and then for my lunch I just had some tuna rolls and a cup of tea, and I was just listening to a bit of music. Then the post arrived and I got a package for me for the first time in like forever. I was like, oh my gosh, got a package. So I opened it up and there's a cup. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And I figured out that it was a grow your own doll. And this is the doll. She is very cute, and yeah, she's got massive hair, and then it comes with a little cabbage pet. Like, it looks like a cabbage. Not quite sure what that's supposed to be, and a little handbag. So I'm going to be putting that up in my office. My grandma got it for me, so I FaceTimed her because we didn't know who it was at first that got it for me, and it turned out that it was from my grandma. So we FaceTimed her, and my uncle's girlfriend and my cousin were over there, so we FaceTimed them back. And yeah, it was really sweet of her to give me that. Then I got myself ready and went off on a massive walk and got a nature snack. Got back and uploaded those onto my social medias and watched the Aussie Saves, wrote a bit of my journal, and then for my tea I had... What did I have for tea last night? I can't actually remember what I had for tea last night. My memory's going kaput. Eggs. I had eggs, that's it. I had eggs and bacon. Funny, I knew it was somewhere around there. My memory is just so bad at the moment. Talk about memories. So after that, I watched the newest episode of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which is on E4. You should totally watch it. It's amazing. And I finished watching the Aussie Saves and one in my journal, put it away, and then I've been doing some drawings, and then I went off for another walk, nice evening stroll, and I told about my memory not being as good. For some reason my memory's just being a bit crazy at the moment. Names of places, days of things, I'm just not very good at the moment. And I saw a guy who was in my year at school, and I talked to him on Facebook the other day, but he had facial hair. Last time I saw him, he hadn't had facial hair, and it was only a few months ago, and then I saw him, he had a facial hair, so that like threw me off a bit. He was across the road, and the sun was on my eyes, so I didn't really recognise him, so I was like, what's your name again? And he was like, it's Ian, said his name and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. And I met his parents as well, because they were walking their two dogs who were adorable, so we just all had a nice chat, social distancing, so 2 meters apart of course. And then I went off to the shops and got myself some apple juice and a banana yasu. I got back and had my banana yasu, and I finished my journal and put that away, as I had some more stuff to put in there. And then I posted a photo of my year 6 class from primary school, my last year in primary school. I put that up on Facebook and tagged as many of the people who was in my year as I could, and I've remembered a few more people, so I'm going to go tag them later on. Whoopsie. And yeah, like I said, my memory is not as good as it used to be. 23 in June, I feel more like 103 because I literally feel so ancient. And yeah, I was looking through my scrapbook the other day. That's why I found the photo from my primary school year 6 year at school. We took a photo all together on the last day of school, and so I decided that I was going to have a look in my scrapbook and see what I could find. This is the scrapbook. It's just a massive load of stuff that I've accumulated over the years from my holidays and my trips. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is this here. It is the a very Victorian invitation to the Gibbs family home Christmas. It's the Tinsfield house booklet that I got when I went there last Christmas or the Christmas before. I went with my sisters and my grandma, and they were dressed in costume and were staying in character, and it was so good. And they decorated it all for Christmas. They had loads of Christmas trees, and it was just so beautiful. Such a lovely day. Had such a great time going there. And in here, it just has a lot of stuff about the history of the house, and I just love British Trust places. So National Trust places, not British Trust places. National Trust places. That's it. I love National Trust places. Me and my siblings like to go to quite a lot of those. And then this little bit of paper here is from when I went and saw Tom Grennan back in October of, I think it was 2018, and it's just a confirmation saying that the tickets had come. So I was really happy with that. I love Tom Grennan. His music is so amazing, and I was just so happy to get to see him live. And then this is the ticket from when I went and saw Once Upon a Smile, a movement charity run by Dan Jones and Danny Miller. When they did a charity football game at Easham, I went and watched with my dad, and I got to meet Danny Miller, Jake Cricket and Dan Drilling. It was amazing. The weather wasn't too good, unfortunately. It rained quite a lot, but it was still worth it. And I remember saying to Danny, I was like, love you and Emmerdale, great playing, share about the weather. And I got a photo of him, and I was trying to get a photo, and at first he was about to walk past, so my dad was like, oh mate, you alright? And then he came over, so I was like, thanks dad, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have. And it was like he was going, and I was like, come back. So I'm so happy that I finally got to do that. And then this guy nudged me, so half my face is missing from the Dan Miller photo, but it's still me, so it still counts. And yeah, it's amazing. And then I've gone to quite a few musicals. I love a good musical, and I went and saw Dirty Dancing. It's the newest one I've gone to see, and it was amazing. The sets rotated, the scenes were amazing, the costumes, the dancing, the singing, it was just epic. I had such a great time with my siblings. We were supposed to be going to see The King and I in March because COVID broke out, so we can't do that. I think we're going to be getting it. I think they're going to be redoing it, and they're going to be sorting that out. So we'll be getting our money back, or we have to buy tickets for another show. And this is when I went and saw Saturday Night Fever. It was amazing, and I absolutely loved this musical. Love the film, love the dancing. It's been so good, and again the sets were amazing in this as well, and the scenery and the costumes, and his iconic suit. Absolutely loved it. And the guy that played the main guy was from Casualty. He played Carl Ethan's brother, but I'm not quite sure if it was him on the night. And then this is the ticket for Friday Modern Millie, which was on my birthday of 2017. And my older sister got it for me, so my older sister and my mum went and watched it, and we sat right at the front, and it was amazing. The sets, the scenery, the costumes, one of my favourite films, and I just loved it. And I got the booklet as well, and yeah, it was so good. And then this is the Shrek one that me and my grandma and my younger sister went and watched, and it's so good. The dragon, they had like a massive like dragon head, and they had like people underneath it, but it worked really well, and it was so effective. And the guy that played Donkey was hilarious as well. He did that really well, and yeah, I just absolutely loved it. Then I got this one here. It's the Matilda booklet. I got called up on by one of the cast members of the play who played Harry Wormwell. He was like, put your hands up here guys, who likes to read? So of course I put my hand up, quite a few other people like to read who were adults. And of course we don't put our hands up. I was like, no, don't put your hands down, keep them up. And he was like, you pointed to me, and I did that thing where where you're like, me. I was like, yeah, you. What's your name? And I was like, Dan. Like, like sheepishly, and he was like, what was that? And my grandma then piped up. I was like, Dan. I was like, gosh. I was like, well, sorry about this, Dad, but loser, nothing but a bookworm. And I was just like, haha, very funny. And he's like, I bet he wouldn't put his hand up in a theatre show anymore. And I was like, yep, you're damn right. But I've had that a few times where people have called, like, talked to me from stage, or they've chucked stuff to me, but so I'm just very lucky at that. And then the last one is probably one of my favourite musicals that I went and saw, and that was The Addams Family. I went and saw that with my sisters, and it was so good. And I got to book that as well, and I had co-host Fletcher in, Samantha Womack, who played Bonnie in EastEnders, and also some really good songs, really good sets. Absolutely loved it. It was just such a great musical. It is turning out to be my musical program whole instead, but I have got quite a few musical booklets. I've got more, but I can't find them because I put them up in my room. And then coming to the end now of what I got in my scrapbook that I thought would be interesting is these candles here. It was my 21st candles that I got for my 21st cake, and it was such a good birthday. I went to Tortoise Hotel and we had a meal there. The weather was lovely, had all my family there. We were going to be doing that with my brother and sister, but unfortunately with the threat of COVID we couldn't do it. So we're going to try do something in August, hopefully when August is over, rather than a big party for my grandpa's 80th and my older brother's 25th, because their birthdays are quite close. So we're going to be having it then. So it'll be a big celebration for lots of birthdays that unfortunately we couldn't celebrate due to COVID. But who knows when this will be over. We just got to hope that it will get a bit better and just keep positive, keep safe, and just hope that it will all sort itself out. And yeah, I then got this book that when I went on holiday with my grandparents and my younger sister. We went to Greenway House, one of Agatha Christie's homes. I think they said it was a holiday home, and it was so beautiful. Loved all the bedrooms. I took so many photos that day, and yeah, I love Agatha Christie. Her writing is amazing, and there was loads of stuff in here, big facts and places to go. There, a map on the back as well. And then one of the last things I'm going to show you guys is this one here. I'm in the paper. I am a star. Really let it get to my head. I did have quite a few people when I went back to work. They were like, "I saw you in the paper." I was like, "Yes, that's me." And yeah, this was me and my morning group when the mayor came to visit us, and we were making biscuits. It was just around Christmas time, and it was so much fun. I loved it, and I got a mention in the paper because my mum's had health issues in the past. I won't go into that because that's a whole other vlog. And he asked me how this morning group was held. So it says, where was it? One member of the group, Daniel Panting, that's me, said if I was not part of the group, I would be at home worrying about other things all the time. Other things, meaning my mum. It lets me get out and forget about other problems. So yeah, I got a little write up in the paper. What about that? Loved it. And the guy that did that, I then saw at Thornbury High Street when it was the town's light switch on with me and my mates, and we got a photo taken by one of the Christmas trees at the high street, and that got put in the newspaper as well. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. And then last of all, I got a Specsavers Kylie Minogue booklet given by my friend, as she knows how much I like Kylie Minogue. And yeah, I just love a bit of Kylie. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of Kylie Minogue? Then the last thing is literally one of the best things that have ever happened to me, seeing Kylie Minogue. This happened on my birthday in 2018. They got my younger sister had like edited like a photo of Kylie on like a bit of card, and I opened it up and got it, and they were expecting me to like cry, be like, oh my god, and like go crazy. But I think I was in such shock that I was just like, oh my god. And my sister was like, that's a bit disappointing. We were expecting a lot more than that. And later on that evening, I went to my mum and was like, so, it's me, my mum and dad who were going. I was like, so, we're going to be seeing Kylie. We're actually going to be sat seeing Kylie. And then mum was like, yeah, yeah, and said the word number and stuff. And she had me walk out and was like, oh my god. And then I finally got like so excited. It was an amazing concert, the sets, the costumes, everything. I loved it. It was amazing. It was very special for me because it was my first ever concert. And I had a little bandana on because it was like cowboy western, and it was cowboy kind of themed. And I had a little one on, and I had a little bandana thing there which said Kylie on. And this guy, as I was going in to see the concert, was like, hey, and he's really cute. I was like, hey, come back. And then in the interval, I had some popcorn, and I was like, I better fold this over because I didn't want to eat all of it. And as I did, a massive like bit of it fell out. So of course it was like falling out. So I was like, oh my god! So I like hit it up to try and stop it, and it just went a rainbow of popcorn everywhere, all over the people in the front row in front of me. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry about this. The guy who had the most popcorn all over his hoodie and stuff, he was having a field day, he was eating it, he was laughing his head off. Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was literally mortified. His husband or boyfriend, on the other hand, literally looked like he was going to kill me because maybe he thought I was flirting. I was like, no, I'm not flirting. And the guy sat next to me looked like an older version of Jason Donovan, had the blonde like fringe, like gap fringe, kind of 90s look going on. And so I was talking to him, but it was quite good doing that awkwardness because it kind of broke the ice. Because when you're sat in a row of other people you don't really know, it was good to break the ice. So I was then talking to quite a lot of them, and yeah, it was just such a good performance. And she performed one of my favourite songs, the first one like this, and the lights went down. So I was like, oh my god, is that the end? They can't not do the song. And then she came back up and performed, and I was literally going nuts. I literally was smiling so much my cheeks were literally hurting the next day. My voice was non-existent because I'd been singing and screaming my head off. And at the start of the show, it played Golden off her Golden album, and she pops up, and I was like, where is she? And my mum was like, you see that light down there? That's her. I was like, oh my god! But yeah, it was just such a great night, such great memories. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog of me having a look through my scrapbook, going down memory lane. Please stay safe, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely Friday and have a lovely weekend ahead. I'm having fajitas for tea. My brother calls it Fajita Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm now going to be watching the Aussie soaps, making myself some lunch, and I'm probably going to go off for a walk and get some nature photos. And yeah, I shall see you soon. New vlog coming very soon. Bye.